What up, fam? So did you know that for the first 300 years of its existence, that the Christian church was not only colonized in the Roman Empire, but it was persecuted by the Roman Empire? I want you to go and look up the Galerian persecution, the Decian persecution, where the Roman Empire literally went from martyring and torturing Christians for their faith to then, people like Tertullian come around and say, hey, the blood of the martyrs is like seed, and it just keeps causing the Christians to grow. So the Roman Empire then changes up its tactics and says, oh, we're going to make Rome great again. And what we're going to do is, instead of torturing and martyring Christians, we're going to do things to them to try to make them deny their faith. And I want you to go read Fox's Book of the Martyrs and look at the stories of people like Perpetua and Felicitas and all of these Christian martyrs who, under threat of persecution, torture, and all kind of unthinkable things, that they refuse to deny their faith in Jesus Christ. So I want you to think about all of that and then ask yourself, how does it make sense that these same Christians who would undergo martyrdom, persecution, torture, etc., that these same Christians would undergo all of that, but then turn around and take Sol Invictus or Saturnalia, these Roman celebrations, and co-opt them to celebrate Jesus's birthday or the incarnation? Make that make sense. Think for a second, y'all. When you think about the Council of Nicaea, when you look up the historical records from people like Eusebius and people who were actually there, they talk about how the church fathers and these bishops came to the Council of Nicaea literally with the wounds of the persecution still on them, because Constantine was the first Roman emperor in over 300 years that was not persecuting the church, but he preferred the church. So for 300 years, they were willing to undergo persecution, martyrdom, torture, and all of this other good stuff, but would not worship the Roman pantheon of gods. That these same Christians would then turn around and say, oh, y'all worship something in December, so we're going to put a date on there in December and worship Jesus Christ's incarnation on that same day. Make that make sense.